Hi, this is Sanjay Salunke, 9th SSC, Science and Technology, Part 2. Chapter number 6, Classification of Plants. Living organisms are classified into two types, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cells, in this type of cell components are scattered, and eukaryotic cells. In this type of cell, components are well organized. Prokaryotic cells are seen in Monera kingdom. Further, eukaryotic cells are divided into unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular organs are made up of single cell. For example, amoeba, paramecium, chlorella, etc. Multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. For example, man, cow, banyan tree, etc. Further, multicellular organisms are divided into two types, with cell wall and without cell wall. Plant cell contains cell wall because plant cannot protect themselves from bad conditions. Thus, cell wall protect their cell. On other side, organisms such as animals can protect themselves from bad conditions such as rain, storm. Thus, they do not have cell wall. Organisms with cell wall are divided into two types, autotrophs and heterotrophs. For example, autotrophs, that is plants. For example, heterotrophs, that is fungi. Some organisms have ability to make their own foods from basic components such as sunlight, water, oxygen are called autotrophs. For example, onion, people, banyan tree, etc. Organisms which cannot make their own food and are dependent on other for food are called heterotrophs. For example, insectivorous plants, that is Drosera. In 1959, Robert Whittaker introduced five kingdom system of classification for studying living organisms. First, Monera. Second, Protista. Third, fungi. Fourth, Plantae. And fifth, Animalia. In 1883, Escher, a botanist, classified the kingdom Plantae into two subkingdoms. As a result, two subkingdoms, that is cryptogams and phanerogams, were considered for plant classification. Moving towards basis for classification of plants. First, presence or absence of organs is the first criteria for classification of plants. Second, presence or absence of separate conducting tissues for the conduction of food and water. Third, presence or absence of seeds in plants. Fourth, whether seeds are enclosed in fruits or not. Fifth, number of cotyledons in seeds, 1 or 2. There are more topics to be covered in this chapter. We will see them in next session.